Merry Christmas, or Quizmas, everyone. Was not expecting such hard rock to happen in this station on Pretzel, but I'll take it. How are you all doing? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the second day of Quizmas. The special event between myself and Royal_Flush. You're still getting sick, so paranoid. Hey, I've been feeling like that for the past 3 weeks or so, Catnip, with like runny nose and such. Just don't stress out too much about it, and hopefully everything will be fine. Touch wood. Where are your pants? I don't know where they are, Ape. I know that there was a select number of people that were up until 10 this morning GMT time that I saw on my when I logged in for work this morning. I was wondering why you were around that late. Did you have Yahtzee Got Wild in it? Ah, right. Well, clearly I need to tune into the Yahtzee next time around you're doing that. Because I was not expecting to see people in studio at that time. Just rest up, Catnip, and get some nice tea down you. Cozy up. Just relax and chill out. It working home from tomorrow, that makes sense. Let's quickly have a look through chat to see who is in chat. So we have Matt the Ref, hello there. Score Count, Kazvez, Connor, Paulister, Royal Flush, hello there. Top One Gaming, Ramsey, G. Isons, Raiders from Shadowmane, hello there. Deduceman, DC Simmons, Aspie Dog, Colo Procyon, hello there. Hello all the pupils of Procyon. And from rock, we then go to very traditional stuff. Thank you for the subscription there, DC Simmons. Greatly appreciated. Keshi, hello there. David, hello, Adster. I feel like I have to use a very received pronunciation voice now with this kind of music. And we do welcome the Naked_Grammar, Samster, Lugaroo1, Punman Ben, Drahuska, Inisk, Random Zombie, Can't Quiz, Won't Quiz, Proogs, We Like Shapes, Gruff aka Arlo, G. Isons, No Name 1300, and now it's all gotten rather serious with that minor chord. Not double numbers, AB Me, Ramsey, hello there, Lupine, Connor, Catnip, Kazvez, all of the names, Minky Hautatu, Line Piece. Yeah, it was working for a moment, Line Piece, and then for some reason I think it was when the device dropped, because I heard the USB disconnect or device disconnected noise off of Windows through your stream. So I figured it was as soon as it disconnected, that was when things went wrong, but it was fine before then. Milk Substance there as well, and Itogi, and Keshi, if I've not said your name, hello there. And I think I'm now caught up. There we go. We are now caught up with chat. So yes, this is indeed the second day of the 12 days of Quizmas. If I transition over to the correct screen, there we go. So on the first day, Ben did indeed give you the Purge, and congratulations to Hodders who won the Purge there, and they've earned their prize in that. A Wild Ash appears. Yes, hello there. And the pre-door works. Yes, I did test that, Ben, before I did everything, just to make certain it did work, but it does work. So we have pre-opened the door because we already opened it on the first. Today we'll be opening up the door that is labelled the second down there on the bottom row. Now, anyone got a guess as to what you think might be behind the second door of Quizmas? What do we think? Is it a quiz? I can confirm it is a quiz. No, it's not that score count. I know you know, Ben. That's a bit of a cop-out. Christmassy outright? Is it blue and yellow? Wipeout? Chocolate? Wipeout? It's not Wookie Walker. 1 versus 100. 101 ways to leave a game show. That would be interesting. Hello there, Celia Ray. Random. Well, it will be a random pick. Is it Wipeout? Is it Wiki Walker? Is it Winning Lines? Is it 1,000 Heartbeats? Well, you just have to find out. Is it 15 to 1? Is it Hive Minds? Is it Celebrity Squares? Is it Time Shock for Early? No, I haven't gotten that far yet. Well, let me see if I can press the right button and we can reveal what the next day of Quizmas holds in store for you. So, take it away, calendar. Hopefully this works. Hello? Not hearing any audio for some reason. Also, it's stuttering like hell. I don't know why there's no audio, but that is it. If you can see it. If you can see it, it's Wipeout. I don't know why the audio decided not to play ball then. It should have come through. It's not muted or anything, so I don't know what happened there, but it's Wipeout. So that is what we're going to look forward to. Let me transition over. Let me just check to see if the audio is coming through properly. So do this. I presume you can hear those Windows ding noises. If you can, then that's all good. That makes sense. So hopefully, yes, you did hear that. Good. Right. Well, I don't know why I don't know why this decided it didn't want to work. But it decided not to work. So I'll have to look at that later. But for now, we need to go into play some Wipeout then. And if you'd like to play Wipeout for a prize, then you need to put in the room code, which is YSZG. Oh, you know what I need to do? I know what the laggy is. It's because of the thing I added to the welcome screen, the snow. It's not unloading itself when it's off screen. So now if I take that off screen, now that should have unloaded that thing. And also we say gone again, apparently. So hopefully that should be less laggy now. And, oh, we've got off the edge of the screen already with the lobby. Well, that's a first, I think. That's a first for me on this particular game. We've run out of space in the lobby grid. We're still adding players, though. Bear in mind, we are still adding players. Like, if I do that, I can confirm there are additional players still there. How do you join? You just enter in the room code there in public chat, as Score Count had just demonstrated. Can't quiz, won't quiz. No, we should be fine. There are plenty of slots. As I say, this game can handle as many players as it can do. I need to make certain I've got my IDs in place. I think the IDs are in place. He definitely speed ran the 50-player dashboard. So I need to mention what the prize is, because this is the thing with the 12 Days of Christmas, is that each game will have a prize associated to it. Yesterday, with the Purge, it was a gift of PayPal. Today, well, it's Wipeout, isn't it? So you will have the choice of either a £10 Steam card, gift card or something like that, so £10 gift on Steam, or a brolly. By golly, I have found a place over on Etsy. I'm sure there'll be many different places, but there is a place on Etsy where you can just put your own design on a brolly. So that is what we're going to do. So whoever wins, I'll sort out getting a design on a brolly, and I will send it to you if you want to play and take the brolly for the win. So you can either take a Wipeout umbrella or a £10 Steam voucher. Either will be your decision. You've actually got one, Proogs. Oh, well. What's a brolly? An umbrella, Procyon, an umbrella. It's just one of those gifts. One of the prizes that they had on Wipeout, booby or otherwise, that everyone who participated at least earned a Wipeout brolly or something. So you go for the umbrella. Yeah, you've got the Paul Daniels Magic set. Okay, fair enough. So that's what we're going to be playing for tonight. Is, let's say, £10 Steam, or you can have a Wipeout brolly, and I'll try and do as best I can to mimic the design of the original brolly. I don't know if I'll be able to get the same size, but I'll see what I can do. And depending on where you are, there might be a better seller for the brolly design closer to you. So I might end up, trying to have to find one closer to home, depending on who that home is. So long as you are obviously happy with letting me know your delivery address, and it will be in the utmost confidence that. So don't worry about that. I won't be leaking any information like that. But yeah, if you do want to win the brolly, then you will have to tell me where you need it delivered to. Okay, and for those that do not know how Wipeout works, you will see we will play through 5 rounds in total. Each round will have 16 answers up on the board. 11 of them are correct, 5 of them are incorrect. Now, this is the catch with Wipeout, is that if you get a wrong answer, then we wipe your score all the way down to 0. It's not just that's it, your end of turn. No, we wipe your score completely down to 0. So yeah, if you get one wrong, your score will be gone. It is a very brutal game, and anything can happen, which is why I kind of adore it. Chaos is very much the game. Chaos. So you got to sort of think. Well, it depends really where you are on the board, whether you want to go risky or whether you want to play conservatively. As I say, only the winner will get the prize, and everyone else will be, unfortunately, second or worse. But anything can happen. I have put in a board of my own in this, and then all the others, I think, are boards that have previously been authored, and I've just approved them for this evening. Have we ever had this many players for a single game outside of quiz marathons? Probably not. I'm kind of looking at the viewer count. I'm kind of scared by it, in fact, because it's above the partner average. It's above the partner average, which is very scary. So the best way to play this game is just get 44 right answers and then 1 wrong in round 5. That's exactly the right way to play Procyon, yes. Have I implemented booby prizes? I've not yet, Lupine, no. I was thinking about doing so, but I did not get enough time to sort that out today. Right, I'm still remembering you right now, David. And of course, we are still playing with dupes enabled, so at the end of the game, you will get the dupes that you earn. So even if you're not necessarily go for the top prize, you will still get the dupes that you earn at the end of the game, theoretically speaking. And there's a good point there. Scorecat was just about to say how to answer in this game. So you'll see the 16 answers on board. They are numbered 1 through 16 on screen, and then there will be a timer opened up. You wait for the Twitch chat to say that the timer has started, and then you can start submitting your answers, and you can submit them as either one answer per message, or you can submit multiple answers in one message. So you can go just the number 1 in a message, or just the number 3 in a message, or you can go 137 or 1,3,7, anything like that, and it will accept it. But obviously you can only accept as many answers as there are correct left on the board. So at the beginning of each round there are 11 correct answers, so your answer string can only be at most 11 answers in it to be accepted. It should all make sense. I still haven't fixed the experience problem though. That's code I just need to rip out. And we're going down to the bottom line here. And I kind of worry about the leaderboard size. You will win. What's the prize? Like I mentioned at the beginning there, the prize will be either a £10 Steam card to you or a Wipeout brolly. Those are your options if you get to win, but you must win to achieve that. 61 players playing this game. That is crazy town. Absolutely crazy town. You are all just awesome. We'll give you one more minute to join in before we do start, because unfortunately you can't join the lobby midway. You have to be here at the beginning to be able to play through the entire game. They really do. They really do. Is there a smaller size if this overflows too? This is the thing, not general numbers. It just accepts players. It just keeps adding and adding players. Because I'm running in Unity, I can manually adjust the grid layout to shrink these down. And I'm going to have to do that to leaderboard in the moment when we get there. But I can just manually adjust that. So there is theoretically, should I say, no lobby size limit, but obviously there is a technical limit where it'll hit it at some points. It's just many hundreds of players, let's put it that way. The scoreboard grid is going to look absolutely absurd. You're all right, Ben's J. Yeah, you can do it public chat because it'll delete the message anyway. But if you want to do it absolutely anonymously, then you can whisper. Either or will work. Where are you on the scoreboard? Well, we haven't even gone to the scoreboard yet, Jeppo, so just wait a moment. Okay. I think we're all ready to play then. So, last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's play Wipeout.
Let's play Wipeout.
Thank you for the 100 bits, How Tartu. Happy Quizmas, everyone, and greatly appreciated. And let me shrink the lobby down. Leaderboard table. We need to make space for all the people. So let me just quickly do that. Come on. Leaderboard. Table. Viewport content. There we go. Content. And then we select all the players, all you wonderful players, and we go 15, 15. Oh my god, even 15's not enough. This is tiny. This is super tiny. 14 and a half barely fits. Oh my god. Yeah, I could probably shrink the header down, actually. That's a good point. Let me see if I can do that. Shrink that down to 20. And I can shrink the box at the top a bit as well, maybe, to be like 100. Oh, it's all sorts of wrapping and stuff now. That I'm happy with. The header I'm not happy with. Make that 30 and then I'm happier with it. And then I can make the contents of the leaderboard slightly bigger. There you go, you're all fit at 15 now. Can you read those? Can you read those names on stream? I have no idea. I did not expect so many players to be joining, to be honest. Don't worry, I should be able to call out names as necessary. And maybe when we get near to the end of the game, I can resize them so that we're focusing more on the top players. But we'll see how we go. Can I add an auto scroll? Not right now, but I can do in later if it's going to be this busy again in future. Okay, well, I think we're all sorted now. I need to change to display mode 2 so I can see all of my extra factoid information. And we're going to start to reveal the game then. So the first board for this evening then is We're the Robots. Thank you to Lupine1 for this board. Answers. Which of these are robot masters that have appeared in the main line of Capcom's Mega Man series? That is, from the original 1987 NES game through to Mega Man 11 in 2018. To clarify, we are not looking for unofficial robot masters from fan games. from Mega Man games outside the main series or from spin-off games such as Battle Network Net Navis without Robot Master counterparts. So only mainline series considered from the 1987 original through to Mega Man 11 in 2018. 11 of these are right, 5 are wrong. 60 seconds starts now. I'm going to say thank you to Looping1 for this board. And I thought I'd put the more specific kind of knowledge at the front so that it's not as big of a hit later down the lines. We do have Adster and Drahuska going for a bit of 10. We have a Togi with a bit of 10. The Togi's actually going for a full bid of 11. Connor's not going for a full bid. I don't know if that's going to change though. Drahuska's now on a bid of 11. 20 seconds left. Adster's now on a bid of 11. Prostion's with a bid of 11. Yeah, type the numbers, not the words. It just makes it a little easier. Crawler's gone with a bid of 11. So many bids of 11 this time round. How Tartu Serial Quizzer, we need an answer. That is time. Luckily, with board number 1, you have no points anyway to start with. But we will have to give you a wipeout because unfortunately you did not submit any answers in time. So How Tartu and Serial Quizzer, we are just going to give you a wipeout. But hopefully you can see from chat how it all works. So when we go to the next board, you'll understand how it all works. So 11 of these are Mega Man Robot Masters. 5 of them are not. Let's start revealing some answers. All 16 were picked from the board, so we are ending on this round of bidding. First one I'm going to reveal is Jetman. Jetman, 20 players went with Jetman. And just like that, let's put it in the live ranking mode. Just like that, that is a wrong answer. There is a wipeout, so no matter what else you put in your bid this time round on those people that have been wiped out, unfortunately, that is going to be it for you in this game. This particular board, you'll be ending on 0. Regardless if you gave me other correct answers, because you gave me a wipeout answer, I have to count everything as 0 for your bid. So, such as Adster, with 10 left to give, unfortunately, yeah, you're going to end on 0. At least you got your wipeout early, Adster, rather than we getting into overbid territory. Next one I'm going to reveal now is Fuse Man. That is the first correct answer, yes. Fuse Man is from Mega Man 11. Drahuska, unfortunately, I do have to draw attention to the fact that you have 11 left to give and we're now down to 10. So, Drahuska, unfortunately, you are already in overbid territory. So you will be ending on a wipeout of 0 at some point. We'll find out when. Next one to reveal is Turbo Man. A lot of players go for this. 30 players going for Turbo Man. Is correct, yes, from Mega Man 7. He's able to transform into a race car. Next one, Anchor Man. I mean, that's a bit of an obvious sort of film pun title there, Anchorman. Was there a Robot Master with that title? No. One of the jokey Robot Masters from the fan game Mega Man Rocks. Not an official Robot Master, I'm afraid. So, was a joke, and yes, indeed, that did I don't know, that de-escalated for a couple of people because they have now zoomed back down to the bottom of the board with a wipeout score of 0. So, unfortunate there to Connor, Drahuska, Time Strike, and Ben's J. You're going to be ending on a wipeout of 0. Amy G, I've just noticed your name is in dark grey, which means you are finishing this round of bidding. No more left to give. You're going to end on 100 points, which is nice. It's not 0. It is not 0. There are a total of 5 wipeouts, 3 left on the board now to reveal, and there's still 9 correct to reveal. Next one I'm going to be revealing is Nitro Man. Nitro Man, that 20 players went with? Yes, Nitro Man is correct. From Mega Man 10, he can turn into a motorcycle and wields the wheel cutter. The wheel cutter. Nitro and Turbo for some reason. Yes, indeed. Next one. Beast Man. Ooh, not many players go for this one. Beast Man. Only 7 went with this. Ramsey, Yellowtail, Itogi, Shapes, Pum and Ben, Drahuska, and Jay Turner all hoping for Beastman. So this is in Mega Man Battle Network 3, but not in the main line, I'm afraid. So although there was in one of the sort of offshoots of the Mega Man franchise, not in the mainline series, I'm afraid. So unfortunate to those that gave that answer, not what we were looking for. That is why we added that clarification message at the beginning, because we were talking about mainline characters only. Next one to reveal is Voltman. Voltman that a lot of players have gone for. 32 players have gone for Voltman. I mean, we've had like Turbo Man, Nitro Man. It's very sort of mechanical, very electrical. Voltman. Oh dear. No, this is from the equally odd Mega Man for DOS, which was licensed by Capcom but not created by them. So again, not one of the mainline entries in the Mega Man series. It was sort of a offshoot DOS version. And oh dear, that's a bloodbath. How many was it? 32 players went with Voltman. So that does mean we are now left with 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 people left out of the entire lobby that could end this round on a score that isn't 0. Absolutely savage option there. So there's only one wrong answer left on the board, and there's still 8 left to reveal. Mappy 1984 still with a bit of 8 to reveal, so hoping that all of those remaining answers are correct. Next one we're going to be revealing is Starman. Surely this can't be the last Wipeout already. Surely. It's a correct answer. Starman from Mega Man 5. He's a Starman. Completely wrong octave, but anything. Anyway, next one to reveal. Blade Man. Blade Man. That is correct, yes. A sword-armed robot from Mega Man 10 that lurks in an old castle. Still 6 right up on the board and 1 wrong to avoid. Anyone else safe yet? No, not yet. Only AMG is the one safe and definitely guaranteeing those 100 points so far. Next one to reveal is Top Man. Top Man. Well, that's the name of one of the shops over here in the UK that's unfortunately gone into administration, along with Top Shop and all of that particular group of shops. But was there a Robot Master named Top Man? There was indeed, yes. From Mega Man 3, that's Mega Man 2, the top spin when defeated. 5 left to reveal that are correct and 1 that is wrong. Anyone else safe yet? Not yet. We're still going. Mappy with the lead at the moment. Still 5 left to give. Next one is Thermo Man. Only 2... No, sorry. I'll say that again. 3 players in the not Wipeout zone. Go for this. Thermo Man. And just like that, we've revealed all the wrong answers, all the wipeouts. Thermo Man was the alter ego of George Sunday in the BBC sitcom called My Hero. It's not an official Robot Master, I'm afraid. So, that's the end of board 1. We will reveal all the other correct answers to allocate the necessary points. So, first of all, Dustman from Mega Man 4, one of Dr. Cossack's creations. Aquaman from Mega Man 8. Springman from Mega Man 7. His special weapon is the high-bouncing wild coil. Magma Man, a volcanic robot master from Mega Man 9. And Iceman, one of the original 6 robot masters stolen and reprogrammed by Dr. Wily in the original Mega Man. But no Ocean Man. So, look at that. At the end of that first board then. Let's go in reverse order. So, in 14th place, Amy G with 100. In tied 10th place, we have Drew Dave Tom, Random Zombie, Lingo Maniac, and Deduceman. In tied 8th place, we have Toad Boy and 8 Minky. In tied 4th place, we have Theory of Game, Joey Gateman, Cetra, and Lou Garou. In 3rd place is Looping One that got the author bonus for writing the board, and that is set at 2,000 points in this game. Score count takes second place on 2,100, but with a commanding lead, with giving a bid of 10, Mappy 1984 on a score of 5,500 points. Very well played there, Mappy. But now is the difficult job for you, because you now have to maintain that lead, and you need to keep avoiding those wipeouts wherever possible. Everyone else that is ranked 15 and below, you've got all the chance in the world still to make it up to the top. Because you're on a 0, so you've got nothing to lose with giving a wrong answer, I suppose. But it depends on how conservative or how risky you want to play. So, we go over to board number 2, which concerns... What's the deal with wiping out? Answers. Which of these are the title of an episode of the 1989 sitcom called Seinfeld? This list is taken from Wikipedia. Episode synopses condensed by someone who has watched maybe 3 or 4 episodes of Seinfeld ever. 11 of these are real titles of episodes from the sitcom Seinfeld. 5 are not. 60 seconds starts now. So if you're up high on the board, maybe do a small bid just to try and get through. Maybe if you're at the bottom of the board, maybe you go for a big bid and hope to rocket up to the top. Hello there, Quizzy Dan. Welcome to this game. Yeah, the crystal slice is a nice little touch. I also had a bit of snow on the welcome screen as well, which was eating my CPU processing. 30 seconds left to get a bid in. And also, that bingo card, Quizzy Dan, that bingo card is, you're really going in on the 35 theme, aren't you? What was that? Sorry, Matt? How did you manage to the 7 on answer 7? What, Matt? The 7 on answer 7. What do you mean? What do you mean, Matt? I can't parse that. Look at 7. The 7. Oh, the 7. That's very clever. I did not even notice that. How did I do that? It just happened by RNG. So that's how it happened. It's literally just RNG that happened. I like it, though. I didn't even notice that. But now it makes more sense now that you've said that. So that is the end of that round of bidding. I think all the answers were accounted for. 16 were accounted for. However, Mappy, Procyon, No Name, Cyril Quizzer, Ben, and Jay Turner, you did not submit to me a bid in time. Especially pertinent to Mappy here, who was in the lead on 5,500. Unfortunately, by the rules of the game, because you did not submit me a bid, means you're not putting any risk on playing this board, which means I do have to wipe you out, unfortunately. And suddenly, just like that, Mappy has gone from 1st to 14th. Doesn't sound like a great jump down, but it's from 5,500 points down to 0, which is a significant jump down. But yeah, unfortunately, you did not give me a bid in time, so I do have to wipe you out for not giving me a bid. Similarly, there to Procyon, No Name, Cyril Quizzer, Ben, and Jay Turner. I have to do the same to you. So yeah, always pay attention to chat. It does give you time warnings as well. The last 10 seconds it tells you, so you may as well submit your bid in when you see that message. Okay. So all the answers are accounted for. Let's start revealing some. Anyone with full bids? Yes, we've got Adster. We have we have Natter, on bid of 11. Connor going for a bid of 11. And also Drahuska on a bid of 11. So let's start revealing some answers. First one. The Invitations. 18 players have gone for this. The Invitations is correct. Yes. It is the season 7 finale. George tries to get out of his wedding to Susan, and Jerry finds a woman with practically identical interests. So that's the season 7 finale. The Invitations. Well done if you got that one. Next one. It's the Subway. 13 players have submitted the answer the Subway. Is a correct answer, yes. The Subway is season 3, episode 13. On a New York subway, Jerry befriends a nudist. George is seduced and later robbed. Kramer makes a big bet that pays off, and Elaine misses a wedding. Just a standard day in Seinfeld. Well done for getting that one. Anyone safe yet? Not yet. We keep going. Next one to reveal is The Couch. The Couch. It's correct answer, yes. Season 6, episode 5. George gets stuck in a book club. Jerry goes furniture shopping. Kramer starts an Enzo business. And Elaine is upset by anti-abortion believers. Several couches are stained. Hence the name, presumably. 8 right and 5 wrong left on the board to reveal. No one is out safe yet, I can see. No, sorry, Matt the ref, you are now safe. I've just seen your little 0 there. You are safe. You're going to be ending this round on 100 points. Pivot! No, it's a different show, that. I think. Next to reveal is The Opposite. The Opposite is a correct answer. Yes, season 5 finale. George decides to do the exact opposite of his instincts to great success, while Elaine's life takes a turn for the worse. And Jerry is Jerry. Thank you for that synopsis of Jerry is Jerry. Next one we're going to reveal is The Bet. 20 players have gone for The Bet. And that is our first wipeout of this board. Season 2, episode 14 of... Oh, yeah, this is the little trick. All the wipeout answers are actually from Gumball. So The Bet is actually season 2, episode 14 of Gumball. Bobbert loses a bet to Gumball and is forced to perform an increasingly dangerous actions. The Seinfeld episode that you're probably thinking of, though, is the one packed with euphemisms that he's not going to repeat here. And that one is called The Contest, not The Bet. So it's a similar title, but unfortunately not. And yes, all of the wipeout answers in this board are Gumball episode titles, not Seinfeld episode titles. Thank you very much for that. Next one I'm going to be revealing is The Parking. The Parking. Not many players go for this. Only 8. Oh no, there's a second wipeout. Season 4, episode 10 of Gumball. The Watterson family become trapped looking for spaces in a parking lot. Hence the parking. You would have been wiped out with a bet anyhow. Fair enough, Mappy. Fair enough. Well, it would have been a wipeout nevertheless. Okay, 3 wrong left to reveal, 7 right left to reveal. Next one we're going to be revealing now is The Robbery. 21 players have gone for this. The Robbery is a correct answer, yes. Season 1, episode 3. Jerry looks at a new apartment after his old one is burglarized, while Elaine tries to move into Jerry's old apartment. Very well played if you got that one. 8 Minky have now seen You Are Safe. Drew Dave Tom, you are safe. Cetra, you are now safe. You're going to be ending on a good score of 1800 there. Anyone else safe yet? Yes, Kesha, you're also safe now, ending on 100. Okay, next to reveal. The 7. Number 7, the 7. Don't know how it managed to do that, but that's RNG for you. So, number 7, the 7. Did this happen in season 7 of... Did it happen in season 7? It did! Number 7, the 7, season 7, episode 13, not 7. Newman plays King Solomon while with a bike, Elaine and Kramer are fighting over. George fails to convince a woman not to take his baby name idea. Jerry goes to extremes to investigate a woman's very repetitive outfit choices. So there you go. Unfortunately, it wasn't episode 7, but it was number 7, the 7, season 7, episode 7 times 2 minus 1. We'll go with that, or 7 plus 6. Something along those lines. 7 plus 7 minus 1. That's more 7s, isn't it? Anyone else safe yet? Don't think so. Can't see any other names safe yet. I'm going to keep going then. Next to reveal is The Shoes. The Shoes. That is correct. Yes, The Shoes. Season 4, episode 16. Elaine convinces Jerry and George to put a character based on her in the show. In their show, should I say. An exchange of shoes occurs. Hence the name. Connor now in the lead with 4 left to give. Not an overbid, however, Natter. Just seen your number, you have 5 left to give. There's only 4 correct answers left on the board, so you have overbid. Similarly, Jeppo, I've also seen your number is number 5, so you have overbid as well, so you will be ending on a wipeout of 0 at some point, I'm afraid. Next to reveal is The Pitch. That is correct. Season 4, episode 3. Jerry and George pitch a show about nothing to NBC, and Kramer just vomits on an exec. That's just classic. That is classic Kramer. Lupine, Scorecount, you're now safe on your scores. Deuceman, you're safe now. And that's all I can see so far. Connor, however, you are now in overbid territory. 4 left to give with only 3 correct answers left. So you are now in the overbids as well. Next one to reveal. The Wink is a correct answer. Yes, season 7, episode 4. Jerry's new diet causes dating problems for himself and involuntary winking for George. A birthday card signed by the New York Yankees goes on a long journey. So, Nata, you've bumped yourself up to the pole position, but we have already elucidated that you will be ending on a wipeout of 0, so you'll be plummeting back down shortly. Next to reveal, there's only 2 right and 3 wrong now left on the board. Next one we'll be revealing is the Frogger. That is correct answer. Yes, season 9, episode 18. A serial killer is loose on New York, and George tries to preserve a high score, and Elaine steals and eats a very old cake. Well, that's definitely an interesting plot point. So there's only 1 correct answer left on the board now, and there are 3 wipeouts. So let's have a look at the overbidders. We have Nata overbid, Connor overbid, Jeppo overbid, Clive of Legend overbid, Top of One Gaming, Dupliss, Not a Jumble of Numbers, all in the overbid territory there. So all of those will be ending on a wipeout of 0. There's still 3 wrong uns up there and 1 right out of the apartment, the potato, the X, and the phone. Which is the right one out of those 4? Let's find out. We're going to be revealing the X first. That's one of the wrong answers, one of the wipeouts. The X from Gumball, Season 5, Episode 25. Gumball's nemesis Rob finds a new target, much to Gumball's dismay. Not to be confused with the Seinfeld episode, The Ex-Girlfriend. Oh, so close. It's called The Ex-Girlfriend is the episode of the title of the episode in Seinfeld, but the X, it's not. That's from Gumball. Words are hard. They really are. So that is very rough. 1 right and 2 wrong left on the board now. Next one I'm going to be revealing is the potato. The potato. It's another wipeout. That's from Gumball, Season 5, Episode 13. Darwin tries to cut potato from his diet to make Idaho a sentient potato happy. Sentient potato? What? Sentient potato? I'm sure I read through this before, but I didn't see the word sentient in there before. I have just skipped over the word sentient. A sentient potato. Okay. That's from Gumball. Yes, Gumball, just roll with it. I will do, don't worry. There's a sentient balloon? Okay, we'll just move on. So, one of these is right and one of these is wrong. The apartment or the phone? Which is right, which is wrong? Looks like the majority that are left in have gone for the apartment. They're hoping, since kind of a lot of the time they do end up, around the apartment, that they probably would have an episode titled The Apartment. Are they right? They are right. Yes, season 2, episode 5. Jerry finds Elaine a new apartment in his building, and George tries wearing a wedding ring as a dating tactic. That does mean, though, the phone is the final wipeout. That one is season 2, episode 7 of Gumball. Gumball's new phone has nearly no features, but this doesn't stop Darwin from becoming obsessed. Well, there we go. And we end with a .y layout in the grid with the wipeout answers. And we only have 13 players now with a not zero score. So in reverse order, we have Matt the Ref in 13th place on 100. Keshi in 12th place, also on 100, but has a better performance with more correct answers. Catnip in 11th place on 300. Milk Like Substance in 10th place, also with 300, but again with a better performance. Drew Dave Tom 9th place 400. Ape Minky 8th 900. Dogfish 7th place 1000. Deduceman and Cetra tied in 5th place on 1800. Scorecount in 4th place 2200. Lupine 1 in 3rd place 2600. Lugaroo In second place, 3,000. And the new leader now is the Naked Grandma, who got a wipeout on the first board, but is now in the lead on 3,600 points. And that was a YouTube sub. So whoever that was, because I can't see it at the moment because I don't have Streamlabs alerts window open, but thank you for the YouTube sub, I guess. So that's the end of board number 2. So only 13 players with a non-zero score at the moment, but there's still 3 more boards to play. Still plenty of time to catch up. We go to board number 3, and I believe this is the first of the festive boards that I've put in for this evening. Board number 3 concerns... not quite Xmas number 1. Answers. The UK singles chart Christmas number 1 is a hotly contested gong, but some artists only ever got as good as number 2 on the Christmas chart. Can you find the runners-up amongst the winners? So this is the official UK singles chart, where the Christmas chart is declared as the end of the week that contains Christmas Day. Some artists have achieved both number 2s and number 1s in the charts, and in those particular cases, they are considered the wrong answer because we're only looking for artists that have achieved, at best, a number 2 spot on any Christmas UK chart. 11 of these are, at best, number 2s in the UK singles chart official. 5 of them have had a number 1. 60 seconds start now. So we want the number 2s, not the number 1s. I know, Matt. Drahuska with a full bid of 11. Yes, indeed, Pop Our Own Comedy. We are looking after number 2 in this game. Nata with a bit of 10. Less than 15 seconds. Proscia with a bit of 11. Ben with a bit of 9. Don't forget, you do need to give me a bid. Lugaroo definitely needs to give me a bid. Otherwise, those 3,000 points will be gone. Thank you for your bid. That is time. All 16 answers have been accounted for. And to no name, Serial Quizzer, Time Strike, Jeppo, and Jay Turner, I think some people have gone AFK. Unfortunately, I do have to at least give you an extra wipeout. Just for the purposes of leaderboard positioning. So all the answers have been accounted for on the board. Let's put you back into live ranking mode. Nekagramma in the lead. They only went with a bid of 2. Lugaroo only went with a bid of 1 just to try to preserve the 3,000 points they currently have. Procyon is hoping to jump up into first place with a bid of 11. If they do, then they would end up on 6,600 points. Because that is the score for all 11 correct answers. But they all must be right. Not a single one must be wrong. Let's start going then. So this is the UK chart specifically. We're not talking about like the Billboard Hot 100 or anything like that. This is, like I say, specifically the UK singles chart. Let's start revealing some answers. So we're going to go first with Pharrell Williams. The song in question is Happy. Did Happy make it a number 1, or was it at best a number 2? It was a number 2 in 2013. It was a number 2. So Pharrell Williams is a number 2 Happy in 2013. So very well played if you got that one. No overbids yet, apart from Drahuska that I've just noticed are down in 62nd place at the moment. Drahuska, you have already overbid, so you'll be ending on a wipeout of 0. Next reveal. Alexandra Burke. Alexandra Burke. Now, is this one of those X Factory ones? Like, sort of, yeah, I'm sure it's an X Factory one, Alexandra Burke, from what memory serves. Back in 2008. Ben says, Hallelujah. Yeah, Hallelujah is indeed the song in question. Did Alexandra Burke get number 1 or number 2 in 2008? She got number 1. She got number 1. So that is a wipeout on this board, I'm afraid. So unfortunately there, or Line Piece, Milk Like, Trioda, Puzzle Dan, Undead and AB Me, you'll be ending this round on a wipeout of 0. Random Zombie, I've just noticed your name in grey. You are now safe, no more left to give. You're going to be ending this round on 100 points. Next to reveal is James Arthur. James Arthur, question. So, song in question for this one is Impossible. Did Impossible make it at best number 2, or did it get it to number 1? It was at best number 2 in 2012. Impossible indeed. Not impossible. It only got up to number 2, and that is good enough for a correct answer on this board. Any other overbids yet? No, not yet. So yes, that was indeed a number 2 in 2012. Next one to reveal is Ava Max. Ava Max. So this is more recent. We're looking at 2018. 2018's chart for Christmas number 1. Song in question is Sweet But Psycho. Nata thinks that Lad Baby was a win over Ava Max. Is that true? Ava Max did get number 2 in 2018 with Sweet But Psycho. Did not get up to number 1. Very well played if you gave me that answer. 8 Mickey, you're now safe. No more left to give. You are ending on 1,000. Next one to reveal is The Darkness. This is all the way back to 2003. The song in question is Christmas Time, Don't Let the Bells End. Was this a number 1 or was it a number 2? It was a number 2 for The Darkness. It was a very good song. I did enjoy it, but it was a number 2. Very well played if you gave me that one. Anyone else safe yet? Not yet. I don't see anyone overbid other than Drahuska that we've mentioned before. I do not see any other overbids yet either, so we're in good stead at the moment. Don't let the bells end. Don't let the bells end. We keep going. Next to reveal is Justin Bieber. Song in question is Love Yourself. Year in question is 2015. Was that a number 2 or was that a number 1 for Justin Bieber? It was a number 2 for Justin Bieber. Love Yourself 2015. Very well played to the 10, giving me that answer there. Anyone else safe yet? Not yet. We're still going on. Anyone else overbid yet? No. Only Drahuska with the over... Oh, well, Yellowtail, I've just noticed now, unfortunately, you are in overbid territory. 7 left to give with 6 right left. So, yeah, you will overbid now. So you have joined the overbid rank. For that one, where is it? For 2015, I actually didn't have that information. Was that the live idea? It probably would be the live idea, wouldn't it? Yes. Do they know it's Christmas? Next to reveal is Lad Baby. Now, Nata mentioned Lad Baby earlier with regards to Ava Max. Nata believed that Lad Baby beat Ava Max in 2018. And Nata also believes Lad Baby is a 2-time number 1 winner. Is that correct? If it is, then it's a wipeout answer. Absolutely perfect logic there, Nata. Indeed, Lad Baby was a 2-time number 1. In fact, consecutive years. We built this city in 2018, and I love sausage rolls in 2019. Sorry, I love sausage rolls. So unfortunately, Toadboy, Yellowtail, Ramsey Fox, Punman Ben, Milk Like Substance, DC Simmons, Itogi, Connor, Shanamain, ABMe, and Drahuska, you are ending on a wipeout score of 0. Anasep, you're now safe. I've just noticed in grey. No more left to give. You're going to be ending on 100. There's still 3 wrong ones up there, but there are 6 right answers as well to reveal. How do you make a sausage roll? Yes, indeed, you push it down a hill. I do not have a badum-ch sound on my soundboard, Quizzy Dan. Next to reveal is Mariah Carey. I mean, it's one of those songs that's always played. Everyone knows the song in question. All I Want for Christmas Is You. But how well did it do in the UK chart in 1994? How well did it do? It got up to number 2. It did not get up to number 1 spot. It was a number 2 in 1994. Somehow not a number 1. Ben believes lost to East 17. Well, we may look at that later because East 17 is up on the board, so we will see if that's the case or not. But yeah, Mariah Carey has not gotten a number one yet. There's potential words online saying that due to the excessive amount of playing on Spotify and other streaming services, that Mariah Carey could possibly get number one this year. But that is all dependent on the balance of the stream playbacks and how much that actually accounts for sales, etc. So could be a number one this year based off of that, but as it currently stands as of up to 2019, not a number one winner yet. Next one to reveal is Wham! Again, another song that's played so often. Is this one of those that's been played on MTV? What's the factoid about Wham with MTV, or it's like the most played music video or something like that? So it's had a lot of playback, but again, did it make it to the number one in the year of its charting? It got up to number two. Wham! Last Christmas / Everything She Wants, because it was a double A side in 1984, only got up not as high as number two. Only as high as number two. And Ben saying that lost to Band Aid of that year. Okay, what's the situation now? Can't quiz, won't quiz. You're now safe. No more left to give. Keshi, no more left to give. You, Catnip, no more left to give. Deuceman, no more left to give. Drew, Dave, Tom, no more left to give. Naked Grandma, no more left to give. That is good to see. Procyon, though, is 4 away from a perfect game on this board. You still need to give me all 4 remaining right answers, though, to secure those points. Let's keep going. Next to reveal is Pet Shop Boys. Year in question is 1987. Song in question is Always on My Mind. Was this a number 2 or was this a number 1? It's a number 1 of that year. Number 1 in 1987. Always on My Mind. And Ben, you're doing so well then, but unfortunately the wipeout crept into your bid and you're going to be ending on a wipeout of 0. Unlucky. Top War Game didn't want an umbrella anyway. Obviously not on Ben's mind, indeed. 4 right and 2 wrong left of the board to reveal now. The next one we're going to be revealing is Take That. Now, Take That is one of the interesting ones in that they've had multiple hits of the cherry on this one. Babe in 1993. Patience in 2006. Were they number 2s? Or number 1s? Both number 2s. Take That, Babe 1993 was a number 2 of that year, and Patience 2006 was a number 2 of that year. They have not had a number 1. Quite surprisingly, not had a number 1. Any more left now? Lugaroo now safe, no more left to give. Good points there, 3,100. Duplis, you're now safe, no more left to give. Still a few more bids left to go. Clive still with 3 left to give and 3 left on the board to go for. Oh, Take That indeed. It might have gotten to number 1 at a different time, but not as a Christmas number 1, which is the specific thing we were looking for, was Christmas number 1. Or Christmas number 2, technically speaking. 3 right and 2 wrong left on the board. Procyon still on for a full bid on this board. Next one I'm going to reveal is The Pogues. Now, this has come up on Twitter very recently because of various words that people have been offended by, or / people are offended on the behalf of other people being offended. And then the whole other version being played back on Radio 1 with people complaining about that version. And, it's just let it be. Just let it be. It's a great song. Just enjoy it. Regardless of all the situations, just enjoy it. It's a great song. Pogues, Fairy Tale New York, 1987. Was it number 2 or number 1? Yeah, I know Let It Be is a different song. I know Let It Be is a different song. I wasn't going to go for Let It Go, because then you would be talking about... No, that's Frozen. But the Pogues, Fairy Tale of New York. Number 2 in 1987. In fact, we were talking about 1987 earlier. Pet Shop Boys was the number 1 of that year. Always on my mind. And number 2 was the Pogues, Fairy Tale of New York. So those were the same year. And yes, I did indeed mention 1987 earlier. Does that mean we're going to have our own Christmas number 1 with Let It Doot? Maybe we can do that. Maybe. Procyon still on for a full bid, now in the lead with 4,500, but will only claim that lead if the next 2 are correct. Let's keep going. There's 2 right and 2 wrong left to reveal. Next one I'm going to be revealing is Diana Ross. Only 11 players have gone for this. Diana Ross, the song in question is When You Tell Me That You Love Me. The year in question is 1991. Was it a number 2 or was it a number 1? It's a number 2 of that year. A number 2. When You Tell Me That You Love Me by Diana Ross was a number 2 in 1991. Colo now safe. Amy G. Casvez now safe. Shapes only 1 left to give. Looping score count still 1 left to give. Procyon 1 left to give. There's still 1 right answer up there. There's 2 wrong answers to reveal. Which shall we reveal first? We're going to look towards Leon Jackson. Only Mappy and JPB in the not zeros is concerned with this answer. Leon Jackson, the year is 2007. The song, When You Believe. Was this a number 1 or was this a number 2? It was a number 1. Leon Jackson was a number 1 of that year. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So Mappy getting wiped out, JPB getting wiped out there. So it's between E17, which we've mentioned earlier, and Vanilla Ice, which we have not actually talked about at all. Which one shall we reveal? We're going to be revealing East 17. So we were talking about 1994 earlier, and I believe it was about Mariah Carey, which we revealed as a number 2. East 17 is also 1994 with Stay Another Day, which unfortunately means it was a number 1 of that year. E17, Stay Another Day, 1994, was number 1 that year. So that does mean the last one there, Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby, 1990, was a number 2. Procyon with the clean sweep, ending that board with 6,600 points. Very well played. Let's quickly go over the rankings from in reverse order. So we have 26th place Anisep, 25th Random Zombie, 24th Car 7th, 23rd Can't Quiz Won't Quiz, 22nd Joey Gateman, 21st Adster, 20th Paulister, 19th Catnip, 18th Inisk, 17th Casvez, 16th Amy G, 15th Theory Game, 14th Cashy Head, 13th Cola Cola, 12th Sly Guy Dave, 11th 8 Minky, 10th Dogfish, 9th Duplish Force, 8th Drew Dave Tom, 7th We Like Shapes, 6th Deducement, 5th Score Count, 4th Lugaroo, 3rd Looping 1, 2nd Naked Grandma, and 1st place Procyon. 2 more boards to play though, so anything can still happen. Procyon with a good lead, but as we saw earlier, Mappy did have a good score with 5,500 earlier. Failed to give me a bid on board number 2, although in retrospect it sounded like they had a wipeout answer in their guess anyway, but they did not give me an answer, so we did wipe them out. So long as Procyon doesn't have internet issues in the next, 40 minutes or so, then Procyon, well, we'll see how well they do to preserve their lead. 2 more boards to play. Board number 4 is Big Panic Scary trivia question. Thank you to Clive of Legend for this board. Answers. The Japanese are known for giving TV show episodes lengthy and often humorous titles, and with monsters ranging from talking baseballs to evil computer keyboards, the Super Sentai franchise is a particularly fertile source. 11 of these are genuine episode titles from the 90s. 5 of them are not. Can you separate the Kaku Rangers from the Kokup Rangers? These are all the official English translated titles taken from the official English DVD releases by Shout Factory. The other 5 have yet to be produced, though I'm sure it's only a matter of time. 11 of these are right, 5 are wrong. 60 seconds start now. I had to put one of these kind of things in at this point in the game, just to sort of shuffle the game around. You may refuse this question, Natter, but if you want points, you need to at least give me a bid. A minimum bid of 1 to preserve whatever score you currently have, otherwise you will be wiped out. Procyon's doing just that with a bid of 1. Put it this way, you've got an 11 in 16 chance of getting it right if you're just going for one answer. 20 seconds left. Cetra, DJ, and Drahuska going with a full bid. We do need a bid from everyone else, though. Down at the bottom, although you're all on zeros. Connor with a bid of 11 as well. And that is time. All 16 answers, again, have been accounted for. To AJT Blue, No Name, Serial Quitter, Time Strike, Jeppo, J Turner, and Trioda. We do have to give you another wipeout, though. And Clive, as the author, you can just sit back and relax. You'll be getting yourself 2,000 points at the end of this board. Let's put us in live ranking mode. Procyon's actually gone with a bid of 3. Nekagramma with a bid of 2. Lupin with a bid of 2. Luguru with a bid of 3. So, it's only people on 0 scores that have gone for bold bids from the looks of things. Oh no, Amy G's actually gone for a fairly good bid of 6 here. Thinking they know about half of the answers. So Amy G going for the bid of 6. We'll find out how well that goes. Let's start revealing some answers. First one is evil with a learner's permit in love. Only 5 players went for this. Evil with a learner's permit in love. Only 5 people getting a bump up on score there. Yes, that is Gekisou Sentai Car Ranger. Or Car Ranger, sorry. Gekisou Sentai Car Ranger. That is correct answer. So only 5 players getting that answer there. Cetra, DJ, Drahuska, you're already in overbid territory, so you will be ending on a wipeout 0 at some point. Next one to reveal. Exposed! The demon-filled CD. 16 players have gone for the exposed demon-filled CD. Yes, Denji Sentai Mega Ranger. That is a correct answer. Next one to reveal. Watch out! Biker Babe car crash! Unfortunately, that is a wipeout answer. Not yet. So you're going to be ending on a wipeout of 0, I'm afraid, with those answers. Unlucky to the 10 that gave that an answer. No, my wipeoutless game. Oh, were you on a wipeoutless? Oh, you were on a wipeoutless game at that point, 8 Minky. Unfortunately, you just got yourself a wipeout. Dang it. Unlucky. That was a car crash answer. Next reveal. I'll show you Big Bro's Miracle Shoot. Yeah, that's correct, yes. Denji Sentai Mega Ranger is that one there. I'll show you Big Bro's Miracle Shoot. Procyon, still not any answers taken yet from their bid. Let's keep going. Submission! The Refrigerator of Love. Is a correct answer. There's one of Procyon's answer, yes. That is Choriki Sentai Oranger. And yes, it might sound a bit suspect, Puzzle Dan, but these are the translations, so that's all you can do. They are all the translations. Next one to reveal is you have to see it, a huge guy. You have to see it, a huge guy. It's a correct answer, yes. From Gosei Sentai Dai Ranger. Dai Ranger. Just apply fridge logic. Oh, maybe. 6 right, 4 wrong. Left to reveal. Next one we are revealing is... Huh? My baby's a lemon. Huh? My baby's a lemon. Unfortunately not. Does not exist from what I can understand. Certainly not with a translation like that. I have just noticed Dogfish and Inisk. No more left to give, so you're going to be staying on your scores of 1400 and 700 respectively. Procyon still with 2 left to give. Lupin still with 2 left to give. Luguru with 3 left to give. We also have Shadowmane with an overbid of 7. Ben's J with a bid of 6. Not an overbid yet, but we'll see how well you do with those 6 remaining answers though. Next to reveal is the Mobile Horse of Friendship. The Mobile Horse of Friendship is a correct answer, yes. That is from Seiju Sentai Ginja Man. Or Ginga. I don't Ginga Man? Or Ginja Man. I don't know how, I'm presuming Ginga if it's going Romaji, so Ginga. Procyon 1 left to give now. Keshi with 1 left to give as well. We keep going. A shocking debut! Working cars! Who'd have thunk it? Working cars and everything, yes. Gexor Sentai Car Ranger, and not a criticism of the British automotive industry. Oh, Clive, I do like your little digs sometimes. I do like those. Thank you very much for that. Well done to the 9 getting that right answer there. Next to reveal is Scary Bad Women. That is a correct answer, yes. Denji Sentai Mega Ranger again. 3 right and 3 wrong left on the board. Next one we're revealing now is Don't Lick Me, Face Thief. Don't lick me, face thief. It's the right answer, yes. From Ninja Sentai Kaku Ranger. Darius, but now safe. No more left to give. You're ending on 2,200 on this board. Very good score. Car 7th, you're out, by the way. And AB Me, also you're safe. And DC Simmons, also safe. Procyon still with 1 left to give to get safe of this board. Currently on 6,900 points. 2 right and 3 wrong left on the board. Next one we're revealing is I'm a Triceratops. I'm afraid not. No, I'm a Triceratops. Triceratops is a wrong answer. It is a wipeout. Luguru, Dream Dave, Tom, and Lupin 1 up at the top of the board there, getting wiped out back down to 0. Oh, unlucky there, Lupin. Unlucky. You had a good game there from board number 2 onwards, because obviously you got granted that the Mega Man board because it was your own. 2 right and 2 wrong left of the board. We're going to be revealing Forever Traffic Safety. Forever Traffic Safety. It is a correct answer, yes, from Gexor Sentai Car Ranger. There's only 1 right answer left to reveal. Procyon's answer has still not been picked yet. Neither has score counts. Shadowmane, you have an overbid of 3. You've got all these 3 remaining answers, so 2 of them are going to be wipeouts. Hautatu, unfortunately, you have overbid as well. And Anasep, you have overbid. Next one that we are going to reveal is Run! Prince of the Eggs. Now, this is interesting. Procyon and score counts have gone with different answers. 1 will remain near the top of the board. 1 will not. 19 players have gone for Run! Prince of the Eggs. That is the last correct answer on the board. Procyon will remain at the top of the board with 7,200. Unfortunately, it does mean the last 2 there. Here he comes, Breakdancing Wizard and Good or Evil Summer Bikini Contest. They do not exist, so let's quickly resolve the board. And that is the end of board number 4. Well, Procyon, you played 3 answers there. You didn't need to. You only needed to really submit 1 answer there to secure your position. But you went with 3, and you got yourself an extra 600 points in total, as it were, on that game, on that board. And you are still in the lead by a total of 5,000 points now from the next players down. So, in reverse order, we have Itogi in 22nd place, JPB 21st, ABME 20th, Nata 19th, DC7's 18th, Matt 17th, Can't Quiz Won't Quiz 16th, Mappy 15th, Asda 14th, Inix 13th, Kazvez 12th, Carl 7th, 11th, Proogs 10th, Paulister 9th, Dogfish 8th, Saigai Dave 7th, Clive of Legend getting the author bonus of 2,000 on that board in 6th, Color 5th, Duplis 4th, We Like Shapes 3rd, Deuceman 2nd, Procyon 1st place. And as Matt has mentioned in chat, Deuceman, you are the only person to be in play right now that has not hit a wipeout throughout the entire game. You've had a wipeoutless game so far, but you've only given 10 answers so far. So you've played a very conservative game. A max score on a board is 6,600 points. However, it all depends really on how well your competitors do. So at the moment, there is a 5,000 point difference between second and first, but that all presumes that no one gets wiped out, as it were. Board number 5, though, I do feel that at least everyone's got a good chance on this, apart from the author. Unfortunately, the author will only get 2,000 on this, and they'll just have to sit back. But everyone else at least will have a fair shout on this one. There are so many possible answers that you could pick for on this particular board, but only 11 will be picked. Like, the author of this board that's coming up has done a lot of work. I think JPP knows what I'm talking about. So this last board is from JPB. It's a very interesting board. I'm going to be very quick with the description. It's another festive board. Board number 5 is The Gift of True Love. Answers. Which 11 of the following 16 totals are correct when counting up the number of gifts given by your true love in the song The 12 Days of Christmas? To clarify, I am looking for the 11 correct totals based on the gifts you get in the full song The 12 Days of Christmas, which can be looked at from 2 different perspectives. Either the total of one specific gift you have at the end of the respective day, or the total of all gifts you have at the end of the respective day. So, for example, after 2 days, you would have 3 different totals that can be expressed in different ways. 11 of these are correct values. 5 of them are not. 60 seconds. Good luck. Time starts now. So, after you enumerate all of the 12 days of Christmas, after each particular day, 11 of these are correct values. 5 of them are not. Can you do the maths fast? "30 seconds left. All these bids coming in, very interesting. Less than 10 seconds. Don't forget to get a bid in if you've got some points. That is time. All 16 answers have been accounted for. Let's see where you will stand if all your bids are accounted for. So, if Procyon's 7 bids are all correct, then Procyon will end on a nice even 10,000 points, which is lovely. If not that, then Duplis will have the win on 7,600. And if not that, then it's a tie. Well, Lingo, Charlemagne, Connor, Drahuska all go for a bid of for a total of 6,600. However, Lingo Maniac will have position 3 currently, if that's correct, based on previous performance. So, to put it back into live ranking mode, that's where we currently stand. Let us see how well you do. So, some of them are fairly explanatory. So, let's start revealing some answers. Which one should we go for first? We're going to go for 4 days is 6 turtle doves. Is that the correct equation? So that would mean if it's 2 turtle doves, then you have 2 turtle doves, then 2 turtle doves, then 2 turtle doves by the end of day 4. Because you don't have 2 turtle doves on the first day. So at the end of the 4th day, you have 3 lots of 2, which should be 6. Yeah. 3 lots of 2 turtle doves makes 6. That's correct. Yes, 2 each on days 2, 3, and 4. That's how that works. Next reveal. 6 days is 6 partridges in pear trees. So after the 6th day, you always have 1 partridge in a pear tree on each day. After 6 days, it comes to reason that you would have 6 partridges in 6 pear trees. That makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. 6 equals 6. Next one. 4 days equals 4 calling birds. So it's 2 turtle doves, 3 French hens. It is 4 calling birds. So at the end of the 4 days, we've only had 4 calling birds, right? Yeah, we've only had 4 so far because it's the first day of the calling birds. 1 times 4 equals 4. Next reveal. 2 days is 2 partridges in pear trees. Well, we just had a similar equation with that. So 2 days, and you always have 1 day, 1 partridge in a pear tree per day. So that should be 2. Makes sense. So again, 2 equals 2. Simple maths. Next one to reveal. 10 days equals 50 golden rings. So golden rings start on day 5, and it's 5 of them. So 5 gold rings, 10 gold rings, 15, 20, 25. I think that's 30 gold rings on day 10, not 50. And 30 is the right answer for that. So there should have been 10 days equals 30 gold rings, not 50. So, Dogfish, Drudev, Tom Keshi, Amy G, Kazvez, Neki Grandma, Toadboy, DC Simmons, Cetra, Royal Flush, Anster, Nata, Itogi, ABME, Milk Substance, Puzzledan, Shadowmain, DJ, Benz J, and Connor, all getting wiped out, I'm afraid, and you're going to be ending on 0. I don't know if I'm doing that or not, Quizzy. It's just because we're doing a lot of counting in this particular board, it made sense to have hands. Okay, there are still over 30 people left that could get some non-zero score. Procyon still in the lead with 4 left to give. Next one to reveal is 6 days equals 12 French hens. So it's 3 French hens, I think. So that would be day 3 is 3, 6, 9, 12. So on the 6th day should be 12 French hens. That is the correct answer. 6 equals 12. Well, yeah, 6 days equals 12 French hens. It's not that, Ben, no. We keep going on. Next one to reveal. 7 days equals 12 geese a laying. So I believe it's 6 geese a laying. So that would mean day 6 is 6. Day 7, we add another 6. So that would make it 12 geese a laying. Yes. 7 days equals 12 geese a laying. That is correct. Dupla still with 4 left to give. Colo, 4 left to give. Procyon, 4 left to give. It's all heating up at the top of the board there. Next one to reveal is 8 days equals 21 swans a swimming. Now, I believe it's 7 swans are swimming. So day 7 would be 7. But then we're only going to day 8. So that would mean we're only getting another 7. Which means 8 days, I think, should be 14 swans are swimming. Right? Indeed, it should be 8 days equals 14 swans are swimming, I'm afraid. That is 7 too many. Unlucky there to Royal Flush getting wiped out again, and Drahuska. 5 right and 3 wrong left on the board. Next to reveal. 12 days equals 365 gifts overall. I'm impressed some people attempted this particular one. So you have to understand that each individual day in its totals are triangular numbers. But as Procyon has said, it's the sum of that series of triangular numbers. So it's 1 plus 3 plus 6 plus 10 plus 15, etc., etc. And if you do all of that, the number that we are looking for on the 12th of that series is 364. 1 off. It's 364 gifts overall. It would have made a lot of sense if it was 365 for the number of days in a regular year, but unfortunately it does not equate. Just 1 off. It's 364 gifts overall in the entire 12 days of Christmas. Very unlucky though. You're chancing it. I like the people that chanced it at least, and it was the right ballpark. You were just 1 off. It's literally a -1. So unlucky there, Innis, Prugs, Yellowtail, Haltartu, Cetra, Anster, Nata, Itogi, and Drahuska attempting the 365 there, but unfortunately 1 off. It should have been 364. This question is effectively looking for numbers of the form a multiplied by a minus b. Yeah, there are obviously nice easy ways that you can algebra and calculus this out and sort of abstract it a bit more, but yeah, that's the breaks, I'm afraid. 1 gift out for all the Popmaster fans. Literally 1 gift out, yes. Well, we'll be accounting for that with the Broly in a moment. Procyon still with 4 left to give, as well as Dupless and Colo and Clive as well. There are 5 left on the board to reveal as right and 2 wrong answers. Next one we're going to be revealing is 11 days equals 11 partridges in pear trees. Well, we've had 2 instances of partridges in pear trees appear before. So this is the 3rd one, and again, it's 1 per day. So at the end of the 11th day, it comes to reason. Should also have 11 partridges in pear trees. the equation still stands. It should still be X. So that is indeed correct. I should print t-shirts with 1 gift out on it. 4 right and 2 wrong left on the board. Next to reveal is 9 days equals 175 gifts overall. So again, a couple of people, Undead, Cetra, DJ, and Drahuska, are attempting to go for the long haul calculation here. So again, we're looking at the sums of the triangular numbers. Procyon believes it could be 165. So although it is 10 out, that would mean it was 1 digit out in the 10's place rather than 1 digit out in the 1's place. Was JPB that cruel on this one? Indeed so, yes, 165 should have been the number to look for there. Yes, 9 days is 165 gifts overall, not 175. Dupless put that one a second after the timer's up, so they managed to get timed out before locking in a wiper answer. Whew! Well then, that was close. Unlucky though to Cetra, Undead, DJ, and Drahuska getting a wipeout on that particular answer though. So, there's only 1 wrong answer left on the board now, and 4 right. Next to reveal is 2 days is 2 turtle doves. Well, I think we've mentioned earlier that turtle doves starts from day number 2, so 2 days should, I believe, be 2 turtle doves. Yes, that is indeed correct. Next one to reveal is 3 days is 10 gifts overall. So as mentioned earlier, it is the sum of triangular numbers. So day 1 is 1. Day 2, we add 3 to make it 4. Day 3, we add 6. 4 plus 6 makes 10 gifts total. So that was the one you should have gone for out of those total options. 3 days equals 10 was the one we were looking for there. Duplis and Clive, only one left now. Colo and Procyon with 2 left to give. There are 2 right and 1 wrong left on the board. The next one we're going to reveal is 11 days equals 20 Lords a Leaping. Now I believe it is 10 Lords a Leaping. So that will start from day 10. And then for the 11th day, we would add another 10. So the reason then 2 10s is 20 Lords a Leaping. So that is correct. Now here we have Procyon, Duplis, Colo, Clive, Lingo, Lupine, all looking for one final answer at the top of the board here. Between 10 days is 24 French hens, and 11 days is 30 geese a laying. Which is right? Which is wrong? We're going to reveal 11 days equals 30 geese a laying. Pum and Ben, Top of One Gaming, Shadowmane and Drahuska have gone for this. I believe we mentioned earlier that it is 6 geese a laying, so that starts from day 6. So we have 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 would be day 10. So I think day 11 should have been 36 geese a laying. Yeah, unfortunately, it should have been 11 days is 36 geese a laying, not 30. Which does mean, let's reveal the last answer there. 10 days equals 24 French hens. Let's just do the maths on that. So it's 3 French hens. You start on day 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24 is the right answer. And let me end the board. And that should now have added all your dukes to your bank. And at the end of that, let's go in reverse order. 26th place with 100 points is Catnip. 25th, Not All Jumble Numbers on 300. Random Zombie 24th, 600. 23rd, Matt the Ref, also 600. 22nd, Can't Quiz, Won't Quiz, 900. 21st, Paulister, 1500. 20th, Mappy, 1600. 19th, JPB, 2100. 18th, Score Count, also 2100. 17th, Deduceman, 2500. 16th, We Like Shapes, 2800. Also on 2800 is 15th is 8 Minky. 14th place, Car 7th, 3000. 13th place, Gruffa Carlo, 3600. Also on 3600 is Anna Sip in 12th. Also in 3600 is Joey Gateman in 11th place though. 10th place, Saigai Day, 3700. 9th place, Ramsey Fox, 4500. Also 4500. And tied is Theoria Game and Lugaroo. In 6th place, Loopy Wall on 5500. 5th place, Clive, 6,500. 4th place, Colo, 6,500 also. 3rd place, Lingo, 6,600. 2nd place, Duplis, 7,600. On any other day, 7,600 would be a very good winning score. But at the end there, first position there, Procyon, with a total of 10,000 dutes. And you're going to get the top prize as well of a Wipeout Brolly or £10 in Steam vouchers. Let me know in a DM, Procyon, what you want to do. If you do want a Brolly, you'll need to give me some delivery address, and I'll try and figure out a seller on Etsy that is closer to you, so that we can, expedite the delivery and hopefully get it to you before Christmas. But very well played to Procyon. You are the victor, and you'll be getting that. And also, well played to Deduceman, is the only player this evening to go through the entire game without a single wipeout. 12 correct answers and 0 wipeouts. Yes, an umbrella, Quizzy Dan. I found a seller or a number of sellers on Etsy that do your photo here on a brolly. So I'm going to try and do a wipeout brolly as a gift on this particular game. So I did indeed find an umbrella seller. Yes. Seller, A under my umbrella, Ella. Well, I hope you had fun with all that. I don't really have anything else planned this evening because, well, it's already 20 to 10 and I don't want to start a new game of Wipeout because it's just going to take forever. You have DM'd, I have just seen you DM, I'll address that after the stream. But one thing I want to do very quickly, just very quickly, is I want to test something with you while you're here. So do bear with me one moment while I do the thing. Just want to test something very quickly, which I did. Well, I did yesterday, and I posted about it, so you probably know what that is. Not the time shock, unfortunately, not yet, Lupin. I'm not there yet. Oh Lord, yes. Actually, I need to check the code to see how well it handles going beyond 25 slots. I don't actually have attack chance in yet or anything like that. I've just literally put the logic in to see if it actually does the correct logic. But those that know what I mean, there you go. It's attack about 25. A cross between panel quiz attack 25 and turnabout. So I just want to quickly test to see if the logic works, and it actually does all the correct calculations. Well, it won't do any of the scoring yet, but I just want to see if the capturing all works and if the teams work as well, because I've added a fourth team to make it more like panel quiz attack. So do bear with me while I test things. So the sequencing mode we're going to have is that we are going to have the unlimited team game mode again, and we're going to do multi-buzz. 33%. We'll go with that again because it seemed to work quite nicely before. So let me quickly press the button to go to continue. So if you want to play Team Attack About 25, you want the room code of WVBM. It's certainly words I've never thought I'd ever say. Team Attack About 25. So not only is it team-based, which is different to original Turnabout, there's also now panel quiz attack styling. So the sphere game is different. Those that know how panel quiz attack work, it's those rules. Those who do not know how panel quiz attack works, we will explain them very briefly. And there's 4 teams to make it the same as panel quiz attack, which had 4 players. My LED room lights don't flash when we're joined. Well, they'll turn different colours when we do the team allocation and buzzing in. Theoretically. Attack gods you need. We need to find out what would turnabout be in Japanese. It'd be well, you can go the katakana route, which is very boring. And yes, it's a 5x5 board as well, rather than a 4x4 board. Gyakuten. I think a Genius watch along after would be a good idea as well. So, those that know how Turnabout works, you will see a series of 3 letters. Well, sorry, they don't know how Turnabout works, the original base idea. You'll see a series of 3 letters, and every word in the round will have those 3 letters right next to each other. You just need to give me the answer you think is that matches the definition you see. As soon as enough people in your team buzz in with the same answer, then your team will buzz in with that particular answer. If it is correct, you have control of the spheres, and you'll be able to turn a sphere. All right, catch you later, Quizzy Dan. I'll be tuning in on your bingo tomorrow, and implore everyone else to do so. Do the same as well. Go and send me some love. Have a happy birthday as well. If you do not say it as well, do a happy birthday, Quizzy Dan. because it's all happening. All of the 35s are happening on that day. Episode 35 of the bingo, with Quizzy Dan, number 35, on the number 35. It's just all the 35s. I'll catch you later. Okay, so yes, turnabout is definitions and words. As long as enough people give me the right definition, then good. You'll buzz in. And the sphere grid will be different. I'll explain how it works in a moment. But let's assign our teams. So, like I say, there are 4 teams. There are red, green, blue, and white, which I believe that is what it should be from Panel Quiz Attack. That might not be. It might not be particularly good for colour blindness. We'll find out, I guess. I've made the grey darker than it was. But yes, red, green, blue, and white are the colours for the teams. And if we're ready, let's turn about the players into teams. There we go. The ones that have not recoloured, that's because you have coloured in white and tinted in white, which means you're on the white team. Everyone else that has tinted, you are a tinted particular team. So we have the red team, the green team, the blue team, and the white team. I suppose I should really be using the Japanese terms there. Midori is the best ori. Could I add symbols onto the squares? I could at some point add some symbols to make it a bit more colourblind friendly. It's just, this has literally been a prototyping game. This is even more prototyping than the last because it's just literally throwing ideas of Panel Quiz Attack 25 to this. So we'll see how it goes. Let's go over to the sphere game then. So as you can see, the sphere game is now constructed of a 5x5 grid. It's still with the messages of A through E and 1 through 5. I actually want to check to see if that is still valid. I believe I allowed the thing to work correctly for that, but I need to check to see if I did allow it. Turnabout. Did I allow beyond D and 4 on the regular expression? Let's find out. Did I allow beyond that, or have I just completely ignored that was a thing I did? We need to look at a player, team, and I did restrict it. We're gonna have to restart the game because I restricted it. I was too clever for my own good, apparently, and I have restricted it. So let me change the restriction to A to E and 1 to 5, and that fixes that. Let's get rid of wipeout. We don't need wipeout anymore. So we're going to have to assign the teams again. Dang it! Dang it! Sorry. Told you this is a prototypey stream. So room code SKQK this time. Turn about the timer.wav. Sorry about that. I just didn't notice that my regular expression was too restrictive. Otherwise, you never would have been able to pick anything in row E or column 5. Right, 30 seconds and I'll start this game off. Again, sorry about that. Oh yeah, it really is very Densha to go, isn't it? The sort of announcement tones. Very much is. Yeah, if you joined in on the previous lobby, unfortunately I've had to restart it, so you'll have to join again. Last 10 seconds and I'll start it. No, Adster. Well, declaring the words is the same, but the sphere game is not. The sphere game is very different. I'll mention stuff in a moment, how the game works. Okay, we're going to pick the teams, turn about the players into teams again. Hope it all works. There we go. You've been reassigned your teams now, red, green, blue, and white. Do take note of what team you're on. Team place Midori is once again the best Ori. Okay. Well, you have been assigned your teams. Let's go back. Let's go to the sphere game 25. Oh, we have bed. Oh, we're going to have a lot of words that we had previously, apparently. Is randomised and pick that word again. So, sphere game is different. As you can see, they're all grey to start with. Once we have gotten the first correct answer, whoever gave me the right answer on that team, you have to pick the centre sphere to start with. So we will start always on C3. From that point onwards, then we have different rules on how you can play a sphere. If there is an opportunity on the grid that you be able to capture other spheres, then you must play to capture. If there is not, but there is an opportunity for you to set up to capture, then you must set up. If there is not either of those, then you can play anywhere adjacent to a sphere that has already turned. What do I mean by capture? That is when there is a team of a different colour in between your own colour. So let's say, for example, we had Team Green that turned C3 to start with, and then Team Red turned C2. So we have a red and a green here. Now, if red were to get the next point, the next correct answer, the only move they could play here is C4, because they have a capture available here. If we have a red and a green, and then the red goes here, then red will capture this green between them, and then they will turn red. So it becomes red, red, red. And then we just sort of keep playing like that. So if you've got red, 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 there are still many options here for setting up for capture for different teams. But red, they have no way of capturing their own, so they can only position themselves adjacent to somewhere they have placed. You can capture up to 3 in a line. So if, for example, we had a setup here of green in the corner, red, 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 and green wins the next point, then green could theoretically play here and capture all of these 3 spheres together. So go green, 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 green. And you can capture in multiple directions at the same time if that's possible. But if there is a capture, you must capture. At the moment, Matt, I do not have any points allocated. I just want to make certain that the sphere game works in a team environment. I tested, I think, that the spheres turn correctly, but I've not been able to test multiplayer on it yet. So we are going to quickly test that that works, essentially. And as I say, if you can't capture, but you can set up to capture, i.e. there is a situation on the board where you can place a sphere to then set up to capture somewhere else, you must do that before you can just place wherever adjacent. It should tell you as a help message after each point is taken, or after each question is taken, as to what the condition is for your team, as to whether you can place freely, whether you must capture, whether you must set up to capture, or whether you can play adjacent, or whether you must play C3, because we must play the center sphere first. In public chat will work, Dev. Either will work. It's whenever your team agrees on the same answer by a certain percentage, it then buzzes for your team, theoretically. And then anyone on your team that has then claimed control can then choose a sphere to turn. I don't yet have any helper guides on screen to say which you can pick. I guess I could do that in future for people that are not certain how the game works. But for now, I'm kind of assuming you do know. And I can help you out anyway in voice if you're not certain how it all works. So I can tell you where you can turn if necessary. Can you change your answer once you submitted? You can sort of submit multiple answers, Coolio. But once your team as a collective has answered the same thing, then it will assume that as their answer. So yes, you can technically change your answer afterwards, but it depends on how well everyone else on your team answers the same way or not. Okay, if you're all ready, in this particular half of the round, all the words will have the letters B-E-D. We did have this on the test stream, so we may end up having a lot of repeat definitions from that. It was just RNG that picked this word again. So maybe we'll get some repeat definitions, maybe not. I don't really care, because this is just testing to see if Sphere Grid Attack 25 actually works or not. There is no end game to this. There's no end condition to it. Like I say, I just want to test to see if it works. And then if it does, then I can start thinking about adding more to it and adding points and things like that to it. So, attack about 25 is what we're playing. And if Team Red, Green, Blue, and White are ready, then let's turn about the timer. Fix or set securely or deeply? Which one is it going to be? Team White went with embed. It is indeed embed. Okay, you must turn the center sphere on this turn, so you must pick C3. It's the only one you can pick on this turn. And it did work, yes. Inserted as an integral part of a surrounding whole. Interestingly, it didn't make a sound, which is interesting. Team White went with embedded. Is correct. Now, you can just turn anything that is adjacent to your current white sphere. You can go on a diagonal. You're going to go for C2. Pejorative terms for an insane... It's going in the same order. That's interesting. It's going in the same order. I thought it shuffled the order that it picked, but apparently not. Bedlam is correct, and you're going for C1. Dutifully complying with the commands or instructions of those in authority. Team White went with obedient is correct, yes. They're on a streak here. Again, anywhere adjacent to any of your previous whites. Don't know why it's not making the noise to turn the sphere, though, because it should do that. I hope you're not all the white team. The ratio of reflected to incident light. Apparently white's buzzing in again on albedo. It might be that you are all on the white team for whatever reason, but it shouldn't be. And you're going with C5. Solid and weathered rock lying beneath surface deposits of soil. Nope, Team Green has buzzed in with bedrock, so there are different teams. You can set it for capture here. So anything on B or D will work. Anything on B or D is a valid position. You go for B3. Behaviour intended to please your parents. Team Green went with obedience. Is correct. You must capture. That is either D1, D3, or D5. It didn't capture. Let's stop there. It didn't capture. It should have captured C3 and it didn't. So why did it do that? Why did it not capture that sphere? So yeah, this is why I wanted to test it, because I wanted to know why, if it would actually work, and it didn't. It didn't capture C3 like it should have done. So let me check why that is. I need to check the code. So sphere grid 25, sphere gain 25 sequence should do change sphere. Process lines is false. That needs to process lines true. That was what was missing. So that was just doing an override change sphere, but I need to process the lines, which will then... that's why I wasn't playing the sound. Okay, there we go. So I was missing a Boolean there to make it actually do the thing, because I then also used the same method to change the spheres that get turned on a capture, but those who do not want to do a chain reaction capture. So that's why that flag is there. Okay, so we'll do another quick test. Hopefully that's fixed that issue. Again, thank you for helping me with this quick test. I do appreciate your help here, your patience. You're calling bed again, are you? Let's find out. What's it picked this time round? No, it's not picked bed this time. We do have different letters this time. Okay, we're just going to get straight into this one. I'm going to wait around. There we all are. Give you a chance to see what team you are on, so you know which one to go for. Has it picked DEB instead? No, it's not picked DEB either. It is still on the auto dictionary, yes. So, yeah, sorry, Apodo. I'm just sort of rapidly trying to get through. Take note of what team you're on, because it won't tell you afterwards. And let's get going. So we have ATT. ATT are the three letters we're going to have this time round. Literally, we are playing the attack game. Can't make it up. We are playing the attack game. So if you're all ready, team red, green, blue, and white, let's turn about the timer. Use with negation. Having consequence. Having consequence. It's matter is what we're looking for. An abstraction belonging to or characteristic of an entity. Team Red went with attribute is correct. Team Red, you must play C3. Thank you. A model considered worthy of imitation. No, it's a pattern. A theatrical pose created for effect. Oh, anyone getting this one? No, attitude is what we're looking for. A decisive manner of beginning a musical tone or phrase. Team Green with a tune. No, not what we're looking for. Team Red, a tune. No, again, not what we're looking for. Team Green with a tune, not enough letters. Team White with attack. That is what we're looking for, yes, an attacking phrase. Now you must be able to set up here. And you're going for B3 and a noise. The second of two or the second mentioned of two. Team Blue with latter is correct. You can set up here. Where do you want to go to set up? You're going for A3. The act of rubbing together, wearing something down by friction. Team Blue with attrition is correct. You can capture here. You must take D3. There it is, and you capture B and C3, and you're up to 4. An assault in which the assailant makes physical contact. Battery is correct. You can set up for a capture here, but they are all adjacent spots anyway, so it's basically rule 2 or 3. Where do you want to go? You can't take E3. That's the only place you can't take. How do the buzzers work? As soon as the team as a whole has agreed on an answer with 33% or more confidence, then it accepts that as the buzz. Give heed to. Team Blue with attend is correct, and you can capture here. And you take the corner there. You are now up to 6. A courteous act indicating affection. As attention. To gain with effort. To gain with effort. Team Green with attain is correct. You can set up here. You're going with B2. Authenticate, affirm to be true, genuine, or correct, as in an official capacity. Team Red with attest is correct. Again, you can set up here. You go with D2, and that is the end of the first half. I might have to extend the timers a little bit because that's a little short. So I'll add another minute to the timer for the second half, just so we get a few more spheres on the board. So at the end of that, we have blue on 6 spheres, red with 1, green with 1, white yet to get off the mark. The timing on that score was, yeah, it was. So we'll now turn out the phrase. ATT becomes TTA. We might have some duplicate definitions, we'll find out, because attack still fits that. But if we're ready, let's turn out the timer. Decisive manner of beginning a musical tone or phrase. Team Red with attack is correct. You can capture here. Either B4 or D4 is valid. You go for D4 and you're up to 3. To gain with effort. Oh, this one also again. Team Red with attain is correct, yes. You can capture here. Yeah, in fact, the only space, I believe, is B4. There you go. And you capture on the diagonal. The speech act of refuting by offering a contrary, contention, or argument. This is different, though. Team Red with rebuttal is correct. And again, you can capture. I think the only spot here is B1. You do take it, and you are nicely in the lead. Be attached, be in contact with. Attach is correct. Now, you can't capture, neither can you set up. So, you're going to just have to play adjacent somewhere. Apparently, you can set up for a capture. That's interesting. I don't think you can in that place. So, there's a logic issue there. There is a logic issue there because it says that you can set up, but I don't believe you can in that setup. And I don't think anyone's giving me any positions at the moment. It looks like it's broken. It thinks it can set up, which is problem. Why does it think you can set up there? What have I done wrong in the logic? That's what I need to find out. Why does it think you can set up there? That's quite interesting. I'm going to have to look into that. Unfortunately, I think we are broken here. Let me have a look at the logic to see why it thinks that. Sphere grid 25. Let's go with is legal position. If someone just gives me a valid spot to test. Okay, someone has already done that. Thank you. We are going to test for 3-0. Which would be A4. Okay, we're testing A4, which would be a valid position to take. So let's have a look. Why does it think it's that? So it should be a valid position, which it is. It's not that. Okay, so can capture, shouldn't be able to capture. If can set up color. Let's have a look. Get setup positions of check color. And do that as to array. So let's see what it thinks. Oh, we can't to array that. Okay, what does it think the first is of that then? Oh, we can't do that either. Can't do any freaking link in here. It thinks 0-0's... What? It thinks 0-0 is a valid capture position, which is just as bunk. 0-0 is not a valid capture position. What are you on about? Why did it think... it might be because... it ends this loop. If start is not end... there's another condition I need to put here, I think. Yeah, there's another check I need to put on this if condition to make it work. So I'll have to figure that out later. Because I think it's processing up to the edge of the grid, getting out of the for loop because it's the edge of the grid, and then it's going, yeah, that's a fine line, you can go for that. So I need to... I'll need to check that some other time. Well, thank you for letting me... for finding this issue. And there'll be something in this particular section here. I believe it's going to be a case of checking to see if the end position is actually available to capture or not. I think that's the only thing I need to check, because at the moment you can't capture it, but eventually there will be something there that you can do. And it'll be different to see how this works in a sort of full environment, or maybe this just becomes an automatic game that we play at the beginning of a stream or something. But thank you for helping me out, and this is exactly what tests are about: is to find these issues ahead of time, so that when we play it for real, then we have all the fun and none of the fuss. But thank you very much. I hope you had fun with Wipeout earlier, and thank you for testing Attack About 25. I'll be back on Friday with the third day of Quizmas, and I'm not going to tell you what the third day of Quizmas is. You just have to wait and find out. I know what the third day of Quizmas is. I know that Ben knows what the third day of Quizmas is, and you'll just have to wait to see what it is. Thank you very much for the 2 or 3 sub there, Mean PG, greatly appreciated. Any hints or cryptic clues? Nah, you just have to wait out. You've only got 2 days to wait, less than 2 days to wait to find out what it is. But you'll enjoy it nonetheless. So thank you very much, everyone. Hope you had fun. I'll check Procyon's message in a moment once the stream ends. But I think we're all done. So, catch you all later. Enjoy Quizzy Dan's stream tomorrow. His 35 special. Get cakes out, get party hats out, all that stuff. And I'll see you on Friday for the third day of Quizmas. Take care. Have a good evening. Bye.